Okay, Dad. Jesus.
I'm gonna try that again. Well, actually felt nice. That was so much better. Woo!
Welcome in. We're Everything in the Barrel. I'm Andrew. This is Nate.
Hello.
So today, we have kind of a fun little blind for Nate.
Is this the revenge video?
It is revenge video. Because Nate decided to put me through a blind that I
didn't say it was Scotch. I didn't say
You
anything off
didn't.
video. You're just like, that's peated. Oh, that's Isla. So you went, this is Scotch.
Yep.
It was Irish.
It was a peated Irish whiskey, and I thought because of that, it's all going to be Scotch. And he messed with my brain.
Yep.
So today we're going to mess with his. So there is a theme. I want to see if he can guess it. I don't think he'll be able to. But I think there's going to be a couple things in here that really mess with his mind, or at least I hope it does.
Well, you know what? If it's... That is actually... The noses are way different.
Not shocked.
Well, okay.
Knowing the
You're
bottles.
not, yeah.
Knowing the bottles. Oh, yeah.
You just had to confirm there. Like, oh yeah, I'm right. Yeah, you know what you fucking poured.
All right, let's get into it. I said it and A. And I can't, yeah. If you can't tell, we're batching these videos. So
I already snorted basically whiskey off camera, basically. So
how many times are you gonna say basically?
basically,
Okay.
basically.
Yep. So glass one.
Off the nose on all three of them. I know I'm not gonna hate any of them. It's basically
I would be very, very mad if you did. And I think you would be very mad if you hated any of them.
yeah, probably. I'd do it out of spite for you, but
You, in the long run, you'd only be hurting yourself. It's one of those like monkey paw situations. You think you're doing something or you're gonna get something good out of this, but then you just end up hurting yourself.
so before we started this, when I was smelling them, I think, because we keep doing A, B, and C, so they're lettered on the bottom, so we're just gonna do numbers, so 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
I think I like 2's nose the most,
Okay.
which is funny. Right now it's going 2, 1, 3 for the nose, and again, I'm getting that, as we talked, and depending on how these videos come out, like a wafer note in this one, so like that sweeter vanilla.
Okay.
Versus, I'm trying really hard because it's been a while.
Don't hurt yourself too much.
These two are a lot similar versus this one, because you can't even say yup because you don't know what order they're in. So you have to think which two is going to smell closer. But we did it in the same order, so smell those
Yeah.
two, smell that one.
See, I'm. Which two?
These two are closer together than this in terms of smell, just the nose.
Okay, I thought you initially said these two.
No,
Okay, because I was
these
gonna
two.
say like
This one is way different.
I agree with you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna tell you why, but like again, I'm gonna leave my judgment at the door, or leave my preconceived notions at the door. But there's a note on this one on the nose that tells me I know what it is, and then I just need to figure out these two. So
Yeah, I could pick this one out.
yeah, it's very.
If I knew
distinct.
the bottles.
It's very distinct.
Yes.
Yes. So
Versus. I don't even want to say anything because I'm gonna jinx myself.
yeah, probably.
Because now I'm liking that nose better. Ah! All right, I'm just going to... Of course, I don't think I've actually tried this one yet.
No? Okay. Do you have any guesses on to what the theme is here?
That's so fucking good.
B was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So based off that, I don't think it's high proof.
Okay.
Because there are certain... Okay, here, before I say that.
What proof are you guessing? $80 to $90, $90 to $100, $100 to $115.
I'm thinking 100 to that 107. I don't think it's going to be much over 107.
Okay.
Because both of these, they have a little heat to them, not
overbearing.
No. But you're not getting really anything that's going to tell you like, oh my God, this is a hazmat. I mean, we just, with like Elijah Craig, I've talked about them they can be high proof and not a rye, but they do really well with hiding that heat and almost like it's a rye note within their own thing. And it's not even a rye.
So they're hiding the proof. They're
burying the proof in the flavor. Is all I can really say.
Yeah. And I agree with that.
But
And I'm going to try to stay away from like
giving
us too much. Like I'll give my final thoughts here. And I think I might surprise myself with my final thoughts here.
I almost think that's
because I have not put any of these side by side ever. Like I have not put 1 versus 2, 2 versus 3. Like I have not done anything. So which one? 3?
Mm-hmm. That's leaning more like the Jack Daniels.
Yep.
Because we've had like the single barrels you've had enough opportunity to do like the twice barreled or whatever else, and you got the 10 and the 12 year. That
I can see where you'd be getting
that gives me more into that realm where these are more going into like Penelope Tokai. Okay. Like that's what the nose, like that's why like my nose is like, oh, this is like, that's why it's deviating so much.
Interesting.
Is that nose reminds me, I mean, again, it has a little bit with Elijah, but we just had it. This is reminding me more of
Jack
like,
something.
Yep, your twice barreled or your 10 or 12.
Okay, I can see where he's getting it. I really can.
He probably should start keeping a tracker of how many times I say wafer and just put all those bottles together. I'm like, he doesn't even know the difference in any of them.
No.
Gets one note, think it's the same damn bottle.
Yeah.
Which one hurts less, which one hurts more?
But I mean, for you, like, so bourbons, the very stereotypical notes on bourbon are vanilla, caramel, depending on the age statement, oak, wood, whatever.
Well, okay, so if you told me that
and if you're relating that vanilla note to wafer, like a vanilla or what the fucking yellow box wafer cookies.
Yep, wafer. Yep.
They're vanilla flavored. If that's what you're putting it to, you're right. I mean, for the most part, you're getting a sweet, like, bready cookie, like vanilla cookie.
Yep.
So, I mean, you're not necessarily wrong. I mean, it's a
that's what pops in my brain thinks.
It's what your brain is connecting it to.
Because that's a lot more nostalgia. Because if we ever went on road trips or something, that
was your road trip.
That was the road trip snack.
Road trip snack.
Road trip snack.
Yes, say that.
Nope, I don't want to.
What are you thinking?
If there's a theme, I don't know if it's because, again, I'm going more with like a Jack Daniels kind of route with there. So I'm thinking like, okay, this might be, you're trying to throw me through a loop and think it's like, oh, they're all Kentucky or they're all Tennessee and that's the only thing. And I'm trying to go with what finish they could be in.
Okay.
I don't know, that's just the classic for me, that vanilla, that's strong for me. And I don't know if that's even the right, that's why I say wafer, because I think.
It's just what your mind goes to.
Not very much so.
Yeah.
Picking out between these two, I think I like, of course these are going down pretty fast, so.
Yeah.
I think 1 overall for nose is doing it for me. But you and I are also finish whores.
Yep.
So there's that.
So where are you putting them on that?
It can't be proof because you can't have two like this that are that and be like in the 115s or 120s. That just can't be. And if that's the case, some pretty damn good engineering there, whatever kind of witchcraft they did. Uh-huh. I like all of them.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
I don't think that's going to be shocked, especially if I find out what the bottles are.
Yeah. All right.
So when we did the Elijah Craig,
three's the outlier for you.
3's the outlier.
1 and 2.
I'm leaning 1.
Leaning 1.
Leaning 1.
Now 1 and 3.
That's a problem. Well, they both have their place. So if you're talking like a daily drinker, this one's going to be easier to drink.
Okay.
Like, where if you're going to go to it, where this does have a little bit more of that heat to it.
Yep.
So I'm feeling this has the higher proof. That this one's higher proof, these ones are lower proof.
Okay.
So that's why I'm thinking in the guessing game of whatever this monstrosity of a video is going to be, that's higher proof, these are lower proof.
Okay.
Whether that be like this is 120 and these are 107s. Or shit, these could be 90. I don't know. You're getting me more acclimated to the higher proof stuff, and I don't know if it's going to skew my thoughts.
That's fair. I'll give you this. You're on a good path right now.
Great.
You're
Awesome.
on a good path.
Is it about to crumble and lead me into a death trap?
You might be falling into a black pit.
Well, before they're completely gone, right now, as they stand, I like this one the most.
Okay. Out of all 3.
Out of all 3,
Okay.
I think I like this one the most. That's not to say that I'd be mad at any of them. It's not like, oh yeah, that's just not doing it for me. They're all doing it, but like if it's you can only have one of the 3, that one's doing pretty good.
Okay.
And again, there's not much left to even try to draw from, so.
I think I have them nailed down, like not knowing the order. Like Nate mixed them up. I know what the bottles are, but I think I have the order down pretty set. Like I'm fairly confident in that. So.
All right, let's hang on. Let's try this one last time. So you finished 1.
And I'm about to finish 3.
So you're leaving 2. So you're not liking 2 as much.
No, I like 2.
You just saying that after the video, so when we cut, you're just like, I can finally enjoy it.
Yeah.
I doubt that.
Maybe.
No, it's not.
You never know.
When you did your blind with your C920, you basically, that thing got annihilated in about 5 seconds.
I want to hear. I want to hear if you know what they are.
So I liked my Penelope, and that's where like these are giving me Penelope vibes, like the Tokai, and that's pissing me the fuck off.
I could be laughing because you're dead right, and I could be laughing because you're dead
Yes,
wrong.
I know. I know that's not it, but that's why I'm trying to go off of.
Hold on.
Hang on. So that's giving me the Penelope vibes. Like the Tokai. I really like the Tokai. But what's driving me up a fucking wall is how in the fuck that's comparable to that.
Because they're all related somehow.
Yeah.
There is a common point in all 3 bottles.
Okay.
Pick it up. What is 3? In your mind, what is 3?
Again, I've already kind of listed. It's
a Jack to you.
to me. It's
Which Jack?
oh god, fucking I don't even know. 12-year. Either that or the twice barreled. Because I really haven't had the.
Which one? Which one?
I'll just go with the 12-year.
Okay. I'm just gonna bring them down.
I actually guess that.
I don't know because I don't know what it is. I have a feeling I know the order here.
Is this one of them? Because then, of course, that's 3 then. That's like...
It is one of them.
Okay, that's 3 then.
All right, so 3 is B. B is Jack Daniel's 12 year. I am so proud of you right now.
Oh no, the
I am
Scotch guy knows it.
so proud of you. Okay.
Dick. I don't have anything left.
All right. A and
Okay, before we
or
do...
one and
Hang
one
on.
and 2.
So you like 1 way more than you like 2, yes or no? Because this is gone, this is... Okay, 1 and 3 are gone, 2 is still pretty well there.
Yeah.
So...
I know what they are. Like in my mind, I know what they are. So
Okay, so what are the 2? Which one do you think you like more?
so out of like these 2, out of 1 and 3, it's very close. But I still think 3 wins.
I get that. I'm
Okay,
talking,
yep.
what do you think that is?
I don't remember what number, like
What letter?
what letter it is.
Okay, so you know what these 2 are. What's that one?
Which one wins for you? Like outright?
Well, this one.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Do you know the theme after these 2 bottles?
No, you should bring the other one out. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So it was a 107 proof blind.
So I was at least, I'm happy that I did 107, like 100 to 107.
Okay. Yep. I knew it. So yep. Pappy 15 was A.
Okay.
Jack Daniel's 12 was B. Yep. And then the Weller 107 was C. So perfect. Okay.
That's,
Yeah. It was pretty easy for me to pick out, like, because there was a banana note on this that I get on the Jack Daniels. Like, everybody gets that stereotypical banana note. And I got it very heavily on this on the nose. But the Pappy 15 there in the blind, I figured that would be fun.
fuck you.
I was really hoping that you put the Weller 107 over it. But
See, that's what I thought, that's what I was talking about the blind. You actually took that and like, mental note. Well, I'm glad I picked that overall. It makes me feel a little better. Now, again, not saying
But
I'm
I
gonna-
really loved when you said, like, oh yeah, if there was going to be a daily drinker.
Yeah, but this is your daily drinker. So that's why I thought of course, so I don't know if that's on purpose or what.
Well,
but
it's, okay,
that
so-
I'm happy at least when I did this gave me the original, like when we did like the one weekend where we went through and sampled a lot of different stuff.
Yep.
This was instead of a cigar room, you walk in and it just has wafer cookies everywhere.
Yeah.
This was that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what like, oh, wafer. That's where I made the connection.
I'm-
Now, every single time I smell something similar to that, I'm like, wafer note.
Yeah. And I'm happy on your recall for that because that's good. Like, it's been a minute since you've had the Jack 12.
It's been a long
but
time.
you're still like, it's Jack Daniels. It's pick it, Jack 12. Like,
Yep.
you did very well, and I'm
Yep.
proud of you. Like,
I'm really curious to see what the
way to
trice.
go.
He's such a good boy. He's so remember.
No, the Weller, like the 107 is still good, but yeah, when we did both of these were
Yeah.
very close. This is so again, I'm happy
Again,
at least I picked
weeded
that.
Tennessee whiskey,
Yep.
whatever. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Essentially the same mash bill. I think the same.
Well, compared to that.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah,
relatively.
Yeah, yeah.
Relatively.
yeah. So,
Uh-huh.
I was laughing my ass off
I-
because I knew like I would have put my whole life savings on what these were in order. When you were saying A is like, oh yeah, it's a better daily drinker, I'm like I'm just dying. Like, yeah.
Well, I feel a little better that I picked that one. Well, and we talked about it. I haven't had a sample of the 23 year yet.
No.
Did you ever get one?
Yeah, I tried a flight of it, like the 15, 20, and 23 in a bar.
No. I mean, people were saying the 15 is good. When
The
we tried
15
it
is the
before,
best one,
I think
hands down.
Yep.
It's the best one.
So at least I'm happy that I still chose this over the 107 Weller, but the Weller 107 is still just good.
Yeah.
That's not to say anything against Weller, because good God.
Yeah. I mean, it's my daily for a reason. Mm-hmm. Just because it's a solid weeder.
What is this actually MSRP?
MSRP, I paid 180 out the door after tax. Realistically, secondary is about 14 to 1500.
And again, so WLW, what's that?
1150, 1200 in that price range.
What, for current year or for
Yeah.
what the hell was our year that we liked so much?
2021.
Did people say that 2022 was better?
Yeah, I think so. Anyways.
I don't know. So for that dollar amount, I'd probably take the WLW over this based off memory. Mm-hmm. Not saying that's perfect, but at least out of the lineup, I'm kind of happy that I chose. We might have poured some off camera. So
Yeah, because we had failures, memory card slot issues.
he had to go to the camera, so I took the opportunity.
Yeah. We could probably delete some back footage here, whatever, because we've already got videos posted. It's fine.
That's fine.
But yeah, so 180 is what I paid for this out the door, and you can't bitch because you paid like 220 out the door for yours
No, I'm honestly
within a month.
Yeah, I'm just happy that we both were able to find these things out in the wild. Mm-hmm. Like genuinely.
Within
a month.
A month of each other.
That's stupid. We won the lottery
Yeah.
and should not have.
All right. So yeah, stupid that we found
Yeah.
two of them within months of each other.
So for me, I even told Dad, and Dad was kind of like, huh? Because I told him, when I had the old Rip 10, that was the wedding bottle. Mm-hmm. And everybody loved that.
Yeah.
Kane especially, he just stared into the glass and then in the photo, like, oh yeah. He pretty much is like, this is like unicorn bottle. And then there's the unicorn of the unicorn.
Yep.
In the Scotch world, you know what the unicorn for me is? There's two.
Hold on. Nadura?
No, I have a Nadura. Nadura was my first one that Dad bought me for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, okay.
No,
so
I'm
things
talking
you haven't
like this,
okay.
this one.
Macallan M.
Yeah, there's that.
So is that one of them?
Uh-huh.
So Macallan M, and then
Do you know what that runs for?
about $5,000.
5, 6, 7,000, depending
Okay,
on which
yeah.
version.
Yeah.
That's just normal.
Yeah.
That's not like, oh, someone's trying to. No,
That's MSRP.
that's MSRP. It's just stupid.
And then I want to say, knowing you, for you, your unicorn would probably be. Isn't there like an Ardbeg 30 or something?
See, it's not an Ardbeg.
Okay.
So I'm split. I should have said 3. I like everything Dalmore. I don't like that they have
Okay.
the caramel additive
Yep.
or whatever.
The E150.
Yep.
The nerdy.
The 150A or whatever the technical.
150A.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like. I would rather, if it had to be crystal clear and it still tastes like Dalmore, I would be drinking it. Okay. I don't care. I just wish they didn't add it. Maybe it's just me being me.
Yeah.
But I guess that's a one thing I don't like about Dalmore. But is it Weller that has is like a Century Edition or some nonsense? Millennium Edition.
Yep.
That. Of course, I'm also a sucker for decanters and how the bottles look.
Okay.
But we like the Wellers.
Yep.
I'm leaning more into the Weeders.
That's shocking for
That
you. I
would-
did not think American was going to be on your unicorn.
That
like
would
your top
be
unicorn list.
well, but again, that thing is like thousands of dollars, and that's
Yeah.
not a. Oh my god!
Hey, there's one at Total Wine right down the road from us. If you want to spend $7,000.
Down payment for a new house, whiskey.
Make the right decision.
Make the right decision. All right, I think we should end that there.
Yep. Yeah. That was fun.
That was fun.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning into this one.
You're making a midlife crisis.
I'm happy. Well, quarter life.
Third life.
Third life. Yeah.
Third life.
Realistically,
Third life.
I'm happy that we almost stumped Nate. it would have been a lot more fun if you put the Weddler 107 over the Pappy 15.
It's
but
okay. Now I just need.
Beggars can't be choosers.
I just need to think of a game to.
You already fucked with me.
No. I'll think of another one. Don't
This
worry.
is going to be a tit for tat for tit for tat for tit for
gonna
tat.
get
This
worse.
is going to
It's
be
gonna get worse.
years in the making, and we just started it today. Well, happy that you were here for the beginning of it.
All right. Thanks,
Take care.
guys. Bye.
So fun. What, the Weather 107?
Yeah.